What is Azure Event Hub? Azure Event Hubs is a real-time data ingestion service that can manage large amounts of data from either cloud-based or on-premises sources. It serves as a front door for an event pipeline and can handle millions of events per second. This enables real-time analytics and aids in making data actionable in near real time. Types 1. Basic, designed for entry-level workloads, and it has certain limitations, like the number of consumer groups. 2. Standard, offers additional features like capture and the support for additional consumer groups. 3. Dedicated, designed for users who need isolation and have extensive workloads. Size. An Event Hub namespace serves as a container for your Event Hub instances. The maximum size for a single event sent to an Event Hub is 1 megabyte, and you can configure the retention time for the data. The size is scalable according to needs. Features. 1. Throughput units, provisioned units that dictate the number of events processed per second. 2. Consumer groups, enables multiple consuming applications to each have a separate view of the event stream. 3. Capture, automatically capture the streaming data in Azure Blob Storage or Azure Data Lake Storage. 4. Geo-disaster recovery, allows for cross-regional disaster recovery. Purpose and usage. Azure Event Hubs primarily facilitates the building of real-time analytics and dashboarding, data lakes, archiving data, and application logging. It can work seamlessly with other Azure services like Azure Stream Analytics, Azure Functions, and Azure Synapse Analytics. How to make use of it? To use Azure Event Hubs, you need to 1. Create an Event Hubs namespace. This serves as a container and provides a unique FQDN. 2. Create an Event Hub within the namespace. 3. Send data via HTTP, AMQP, or Kafka. 4. Consume data. Use consumer groups to read data. Summary. Azure Event Hubs is a real-time data ingestion service. Types include basic, standard, and dedicated. Maximum event size is 1 megabyte, with configurable retention. Key features include throughput units, consumer groups, capture, and geo-disaster recovery. Primarily used for real-time analytics, data lakes, and logging. Deployment involves creating a namespace, adding an event hub, and setting up data producers and consumers. Let's dive deep in consumer groups. A consumer group is essentially a view of the entire event hub. It enables multiple consuming applications to each have an independent view of the event stream, isolated from all others. Each consumer group has its own set of active and inactive partition consumers. The reason behind this isolation is to allow one set of consumers to read from a partition at a different pace or with different event processing logic than another set of consumers. How do they work? When you read events from an event hub, you do so in the context of a consumer group. Consumer groups maintain their own position within the stream, allowing you to restart a failed consuming application from where it left off. In essence, they enable multiple services to process the data independently and at their own pace. Limitations and considerations. 1. Consumer group count. The basic tier supports only one default consumer group, whereas the standard tier supports up to 20. 2. Concurrency. Multiple instances of a consuming application can read from a single consumer group, but only one instance can read from a single partition at any given time. 3. Lease management. To manage the concurrent reads, event hubs provide a leasing mechanism to temporarily log the partition to a single consumer. Typical use cases. Consumer groups are often used in scenarios where you have multiple applications that need to read data from an event hub but at different speeds or using different processing logic. For example, real-time analytics application, long-term data storage, live dashboarding, Real-time alerting. Summary. Consumer groups provide isolated views of an event hub. They allow multiple consuming applications to read the event stream independently. Limitations include the number of consumer groups and single partition concurrency. Consumer groups find use in real-time analytics, long-term data storage, and more. Let's see differences between Azure Event Hub and Azure Event Grid. Azure Event Hubs. 1. Nature of data. Event hubs are designed for high throughput, telemetry type data such as event streaming or data logging. 2. Volume. Suited for scenarios where millions of events are generated per second. 3. Processing. Optimized for real-time and batch processing. 4. Protocol support. Supports AMQP, HTTP, and Kafka. 5. Ordering. Maintains the order of events. 6. Consumer groups. Allows multiple consumers to read the same stream independently. 7. Scenarios. Ideal for application telemetry, analytics pipelines, archiving data, transaction logs, and user-generated content like social media activity. Azure Event Grid. 1. Nature of data. Designed for event-based architectures, handling discrete events like status changes, updates, or user actions. 2. Volume. Meant for scenarios that don't require massive scale. Typically, thousands of events per second. 3. Processing. Optimized for event routing with built-in support for events filtering. 4. Protocol support. Primarily uses HTTPS for event delivery. 5. Ordering. Doesn't guarantee the order of events. 6. Subscriptions. Utilizes a publish-subscribe model. You can subscribe multiple endpoints to the same event. 7. Scenarios. Suited for microservices architectures, serverless apps, and operational tasks like automation workflows, alerts, etc. Scenarios. 1. IoT data streaming. Event hubs would be more appropriate due to its ability to handle high-volume data in real time. 2. Real-time analytics. Event hubs, with its ability to maintain event order and real-time processing, fits this requirement well. 3. Order processing system. Event Grid is apt for this, as it deals with discrete events like order created, order shipped, etc. 4. Serverless architectures. Event Grid seamlessly integrates with Azure Functions, Logic Apps, and supports custom webhooks, making it ideal for serverless architectures. Summary. Azure Event Hubs is designed for high throughput, telemetry type data and supports protocols like AMQP, HTTP, and Kafka. Azure Event Grid is optimized for event routing and deals with discrete events like status changes. Event Hubs is ideal for scenarios like real-time analytics and IoT data streaming. Event Grid is suited for serverless architectures and event-based operational tasks. Thanks for watching.